Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You already know. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC with the Painful Excellence Podcast. Love is a word. Young world. Special salute to my brother Yave with the purchase. Much love and appreciation to you, fam. Much love and appreciation. He got himself a Drew Titan hat. Much love and appreciation, man. Salute to all of you. Thank you. It's posted on the gram. Follow me at Drew Titan on Instagram. Yes, sir. Eric Holt, Boxing MMA 365. Salute. Brian H. Good morning, counselor. Well, y'all see the picture. And there's no time like the present to do this, because this is we look at this picture and we laugh. You know, for those of you that grew up on it, you know, as a kid, this is just a cartoon. But as an adult, when you go back and look at some of these cartoons, you're like, whoa. You laugh when you're a kid and you root for Popeye. Phenomenal Mexican salute, man. No doubt, fam. Phenomenal Mexican in the building. Yo, look. We laughed, and you know, Popeye's supposed to be the hero of this. And all we saw as children, all we saw as children was Bluto. You know, look how they draw him. Big, muscular, right? With a beard that symbolizes a villain. And he's a sailor, just like Popeye. Look at his face. Look how they drew him. You know? And Popeye was not a good-looking man. You know, but one thing he did have was this infatuation with olive oil. You know, olive oil, you know, slim, and looking back at it now, her anorexic ass, she had issues. She had self-hate issues. The attention she was getting from Popeye was never enough. And almost every episode, the story was the same. Every episode, the story was the same. Look at this picture. She loves Popeye, but look at Bluto showing up. He's scheming. And she never really liked Bluto. Not enough to give him a kiss. But physically, he looked better. You know, isn't it symbolic how, you know, beards are in nowadays? It's symbolic now, right? And it was, why can't you be like him and do this and do that? And some episodes, Popeye would run around, and the episodes would be Bluto would pop up as a new character. There was even some of the old ones when he was clean shaven. And he looked like this, Adonis. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Adonis. He showed up looking like a Adonis, and she'd fall for him, and everything would be cool, and walk off with Bluto, or Bluto would just out and out kidnap her ass, and then it was help Popeye. But if you look at this picture, look at what she's doing. She likes the attention from Bluto. She likes the attention from Bluto. And then when he physically tries to take what he feels she's putting out, she screams for help. Popeye steps to Bluto. Bluto starts kicking his ass until he pulls this can of spinach that he has on him. Now, I want you guys to understand where I'm going with this. He pulls out a can of spinach. He pulls out a can of spinach. He pulls out a can of spinach, eats it, and kicks Bluto's ass and takes his girl. And I'm strong to the finish when I meet me spinach. I'm Popeye the sailor, man. Dude. right? And as a kid, it goes right over our head because Bluto's a villain and he just tried to take Olive Oil's girl. As a child, what goes right over your head is how Olive Oil initiated this whole thing. There was only one episode I recall. No, two that I recall. And Popeyes went through various artists, but there was only one episode I recall where Olive Oil like legitimately played Popeye and was like with Bluto at the end of the cartoon. It was like some sort of dance competition, right? And Popeye got even with Olive Oil this one cartoon, and he gave the spinach to this old woman, and she jumps up out the wheelchair, and they tear up the dance floor, and they won the competition, and they had Olive Oil all pissed off. Big Texas in the building, salute. Word up, Brian H., because you know what, Alice Dagoon liked him unconditionally, and she ain't play no games, although she ain't speak no English. And you see, there was a message in that too. Apply it to today. Isn't there some sort of movement now that I've seen on YouTube where these brothers are saying, yo, I'm sick of this shit, and they're going to like Thailand and getting these women over there? Do you know there's brothers actually relocating to Thailand? I don't know how they're living. I don't know where their income comes up, but there's a couple of YouTube channels I've seen. These black men have relocated to Thailand, and they got these wives, and they're living great lives over there. They don't have to put up with all this, hey, I need this, I need that, and fuck that, and fuck. No, those women are, they're playing their role. Not even playing their role. That is their role. Whatever they're doing over there, they're taking care of the household. I saw this one YouTube video. Dude was at her family's house. The mother, the father, the brothers, the sisters. And when he goes home, she cleans the house and rubs his feet. When he goes to the job, he comes home. Dinner's ready. They're having a conversation. He travels back and forth to the United States. She met his family, and everything's all good. And they're expecting a child. And I just realized that's like a move. That's like a thing now. I said, oh shit. Will you let some sisters tell it? Because I also saw a response video to all of those men that are inquiring about that. There's already sisters that got rival videos. Oh, black men going to the Philippines and to Thailand to get women that can't think on their own. No. What I've noticed is a lot of men up here, they just tired. I'm just listening to this thing and shout out to, I'm sure y'all heard of Kendra G. Just now before I started my show, she and salute the Pink Book Lessons. I follow that sister too, and she posted something by Kendra G with this woman that so happens to live in New York. And I'm just listening to her story, and I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. She's basically, every relationship she's in competition with her man. What man wants to sign up for that? If he's making $50,000 a year or whatever, she got to be making 55. If he's driving a Nissan, she got to drive a Toyota. If he's driving a car, she got to drive a truck. I'm like, who the fuck wants to deal with that? Who wants to deal with that? A woman in competition. How many times you heard me say, a woman is supposed to be your completer, not your competer? Men got to deal with enough of that shit in the street. When I say in the street, Dr. Mark, salute, Bumpy Thompson, salute. We got to deal with enough of that shit in the real world. We shouldn't have to deal with that shit in the house. You know what we want to deal with in the house? Peace. We don't want no bullshit. If we out there hitting it, a majority of us, 88 Sports Talk, salute, a majority of us have jobs and work 8 hours a day. Not my job. We pick what we call runs. It could be up to 52 hours a week, 49 hours. It's never a flat 40, believe me when I tell you. But let's just say you work a 40-hour work week. That's 8 hours. That's 8 hours you're in front of your boss. You're in front of your boss. But you got to factor in an hour travel time. That's 1 hour. You got to get up in the morning, and it might take you an hour to get out your house. That's 2 hours. You spend, there's 24 hours in a day. You will spend at least 14 hours outside of your house. That's why vacations are so important. You're 14 hours out your house. You're dealing with traffic. You're dealing with the trains, traveling. Shauna, what up? Traveling to get here, to get there. To get to and from work. It's 2 hours travel time. If you wasn't driving during in New York, you was dealing with COVID. It was a madhouse over here. You're dealing with all of this shit. People coughing and spitting and everything else, even before COVID. Even now, people run around like COVID is still not around. You might have a boss that don't like you. If your boss like you, your coworkers don't like the fact that the boss likes you. So we're dealing with all of this shit. To come home to a woman, as soon as you walk through the door, she's beefing. Where are you going? What the fuck? We want peace. All I want to hear is how'd your day go? I hope I smell dinner. I just want to sit down, grab a beer or whatever your drink of choice is. Put your feet up. You might want to watch the ball game for a second and just take a deep breath. Give me my dinner. Ask me how my day went. Hell, if you working, that's fine. Let's talk about each other's day. Are you okay? Are you okay, babe? You all right? How was your day? Peace. Let's air it out. Peace. Let's air it out. And if you're a stay-at-home woman, I definitely don't want to hear no shit. Dinner on the plate, turn the fucking TV on. Whatever ball game I want to watch, put it up. And just leave me alone. When I say leave me alone, I mean, I don't want no beef. The fuck? And it's not chauvinistic. It's just how it's supposed to be. Men are really simple. We're really simple. We're really straightforward. But today's woman has found a way to fuck this up. So if you're in competition with me, cool. Go compete somewhere else. Get your own fucking apartment. Get your own fucking car. All right? Because I'll be fine. Because when I come home and you're not in it, that's fine. And if you know I get home at 9 p.m. at night, don't call me with your bullshit. It could wait till the weekend. Fuck out of here. Now, why am I talking about this? It's all relevant. Peace. Men want peace. Men, stop sacrificing who you are for a piece of ass. Zello, salute. Johnny Q, salute. Buddy Lee Senior, salute. Stop sacrificing who you are for a piece of ass. No ass is that important that you have to sacrifice your conduct. What is our conduct? We're supposed to conduct ourselves in the street as gentlemen at all times. When you're a person of a certain age, there's certain things you're not supposed to entertain. Once I got to a certain age, look, an 8-year-old acts a certain way, all right? Once you turn 10, you're supposed to not do certain things. Then when you turn 13, you're now a teenager. Then when you turn 15, that's the borderline point, because now you're doing shit in the street. You have to think about it. By the time I turned 18, I understood. I said, oh, look, all right, there's some things that I was doing when I was a kid that I know at 18, if I did now and got caught, and I'm not talking about crime. I didn't commit crimes. I'm talking about simple shit like hopping a turnstile. No doubt, Jave. No doubt, Yave. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Dr. Mark. Exactly. Exactly. There's some sort of movement going on that I didn't even realize was happening. And I'm seeing that women are angry at it. And it's like, nah, don't get angry. Because we've been here the whole fucking time. And the only thing that's gotten better for women is their place in society. A woman's place in society today is not what great grandma was. But great grandma chose to be where she is. She chose to be a grandma, hold down the household while grandpa was out. Great grandpa was out getting it. Bringing the money in, busting his ass, getting calluses on his hands, getting called all kinds of niggas. And I'm talking about black men now. Dealing with racism on the job, racism in the street, racist cops. And then these women decide to play the game. Well, you know what? The government came in, they're offering me public assistance. In order for me to get public assistance, we got to play the game. Andrew Gray, salute. You can't be in a house. So when those people come check and see if I'm a single mom with this kid, pack your shit and just walk around outside. I'm giving y'all the short version, y'all. Focus ball, salute. A lot of black men was just walking around the streets. Yeah, I don't know when those people coming, but they're coming today, and I'm just gonna walk around. You're a black man walking around in the street, right? Police was just randomly stopping people. Hey, boy, where you going? Where you live, boy? You can't tell them where you live. Let me see your ID. You show them the ID, they're gonna tell you where you live. That goes into the system. Your girl ain't gonna get no benefits. And if you got benefits, they're gonna hit you with fraud. It's a game, y'all. So either walk the street with no goddamn ID and get a little bullshit charge because you got picked up. Shit like that was happening, y'all. Salute, Focus Ball, double the likes. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Shit like that was happening, y'all. It was all a game. Women chose the government assistance over their man being in the house. It's a game, y'all. It's a game. And this is all relevant. They chose the government over husbands in the house, over their man in the house. And then started this movement. I don't need no man. I could do bad all by myself. He wasn't doing bad. He was dealing with a man that was struggling. Now, were all men perfect? No. There were more husbands than wives back in the days. Now we got baby daddies. And fast forward to today, I saw something on a clip from a Steve Harvey show. Grown-ass black woman, she was a lawyer by trade, telling Steve, hey, man, I seen a lot of bad relationships, and I'm a lawyer, and I don't want nothing to do with that. So I'm looking to make a deal with a male friend of mine or somebody so that I can just have a child and, we can have an agreement that, I'll be, I make my own money. I'll be, sole ownership of the child, and he don't have to be involved. And I'm watching that like, what the fuck? This is where we're at? These women have successfully made it normal to be single mothers. Whereas when I was coming up, it was frowned upon. And it was, when you was a single black woman with a child, it was usually by tragedy. Either the father died, or he was in prison for something, or he was away in the military somewhere, if there was a war somewhere. Now it's normalized. That's right, Andrew Gray. Uncle Sam is their new man. And it's normalized. So I got a black woman, a successful black woman that wants to be a single mother. And Steve said to her, he said, listen, you make good money. You come from good stock. Did you have both parents in the household? Yes. She said, yes. Wow. He said, let's think about the kid for a minute. When that kid gets of age, whether it's a boy or a girl, let's say it's a girl, it's going to come to a point where it's like, okay, father-daughter dance. Where's your daddy? If it's a boy, Boy Scouts, father-son day. Where's your daddy? Prom, you know, the father likes to be around to meet the kid. Where's your daddy? Giving your daughter away. You know that's how it's supposed to be. The man's supposed to give the daughter away. Give him away. Where's your daddy? And it's become normalized. This dysfunction has become normalized. All of this, what I'm talking about tonight, is all relevant to this picture right here. It's all relevant. And I'm going to show you. Because this is about conduct. Popeye was about male conduct. That show was about male conduct. Men, we have to conduct ourselves a certain way. And what we can't allow is for an outside entity like an immature, insecure woman dictate how we behave. If a woman is doing her best to trigger you, she is not the woman for you. Get away from her. She's dangerous. From doing shit like this in this picture to her competing with you every 5 minutes, get away from her. She is the definition of toxic. Everything that I just mentioned, from the woman choosing Uncle Sam over the man in the household to simple shit like this. And what we have is a bunch of women in this generation that are raised out of order. From ratchet chicks twerking on social media to this lawyer standing up in Steve Harvey's face in his show. I could not believe it. You know how women always say, oh, well, it don't matter if you just some dude in the street or you a millionaire athlete. Men are the same. Well, I just said, what's the difference between this lawyer saying that she wants to be a single mother because she don't want the drama of a relationship, to a bed wench who chose Uncle Sam over her husband and had no intention of marrying the guy that she gave the biggest honor to in having his seed. There's no difference. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a difference. This woman who's a lawyer, wants to cut a deal with a man and disregard the child's needs. And this is a lawyer, y'all. Black woman. I could not believe what I was listening to. I said, oh my God. What? She is out of order. And she came from a 2-family household. What is she doing? And she's judging other bad relationships and applying it to her? I don't care how successful she is academically or financially. That is a woman I would not want any part of, because you would be able to do no right with her. If she calls you and you don't answer the phone twice, you're cheating or you're doing something. You must be out of your mind. Being a single parent has become normalized. That's why there's more baby fathers and baby daddies than there are husbands and wives. Boss. I said, being a single mother has become normalized. Because being baby mamas and baby daddies, what did I say? I forgot what I said. I'll rewind it. I got boss. Y'all know that. Get away from these women. Now, this picture, when I say conduct, this is what I'm talking about. I said Popeye is in the middle of this situation because of her. And when I said Popeye pulls out the spinach after Bluto's kicking his ass over olive oil, after oh no, he's trying to get laid. No, help Popeye. And he gets his ass kicked. And he pulls out that spinach. And then he busts Bluto's ass. My mother told me and my brother, in the real world, Bluto's dead. Chris, what up? DP Rocker, salute. Bluto's dead. And Popeye's in jail. and olive oil is on to the next with her insecure ass. They drew olive oil like that on purpose. Anorexic and only good looking to Popeye. Because look at Popeye. Is that a handsome fella? No. Jeff, what up, bro? Is that a handsome brother? Nope. So people tend to date on their level. He's looking at olive oil. Yeah, she a stick figure. And I know she got some shit with her. But this is what I can do. This is the best I could do. But she still got the eye for the big muscular man. What did I always say? One of my first videos was, Shorty will tell you, yo, he got to be 6 feet tall, over 6 feet tall, make six figures, got a beard, muscles, big ass shoulders. And then you look at her, she look like a bag of dirt. Built like a bag of dirt. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? Oh, exactly, Buddy Lee. 70 years, he still ain't smashed. Exactly. That's right, DP Vodka. He was the first ever cartoon simp. The first one. He's not a good looking man. He got a missing eye and fucking tumors on his forearms. But he loved him some olive oil. And what he got to show for it? Getting his ass kicked every episode for 70 years. And he got to pull out his gat. Oh, I'm sorry, his spinach. Now, this is about conduct, right? Conduct. And this is what I'm talking about when I say women are out of order and you men, you got to conduct yourself in a certain manner. All right? Now, look, listen to this, man. I'll play this for you.
Breaking news, a confrontation at a donut shop ends in a deadly shooting. And police sources say the man they're looking for may have pulled the trigger because of where the victim was standing. Good evening, I'm Christine Johnson. Maurice is off tonight. The NYPD says the argument inside a Bronx Dunkin' Donuts spilled out into the street. And sources tell us a female customer accused the 26-year-old victim of getting too close, and that is when she called her boyfriend for help. CBS 2's Corey James tells us what police say happened next.
Balloons and candles were placed in front of 26-year-old Stephen Stewart's home. His family and friends who did not want their faces shown stood on the stoop and sidewalk mourning the loss, trying to understand why anyone would shoot their loved one, originally from Jamaica, who moved to the Bronx just 3 months ago.
I'm surprised somebody would just hurt him like that over nothing.
Stewart's aunt says her nephew was at this Dunkin' Donuts near Gun Hill Road and Holland Avenue in the Bronx. She says a witness told the family that a woman standing in line accused Stewart of being too close to her. Police say that woman then called her boyfriend, who then followed Stewart. Officers say they exchanged words before the suspect shot him about 2 blocks away.
It's just sad. It's just sad.
This neighbor says violence in this area happens often.
So I don't really feel safe.
Salute to the 4-7 precinct. I know some guys that work in there. In this, Shauna, you see where that happened at, right? This is not far from where I live. This is not far from where I live, y'all. This is ridiculous.
Especially at night. During the day, yeah, taking the kids to school and bringing them back home, but not at night. And I'm surprised this happened during the day. So like now, I'm confused.
Stewart leaves behind his mother and 2 sisters who are in Jamaica, a family heartbroken over a sudden and senseless loss.
For anyone that have any information about these people that killed my nephew, please help us because we don't really even know them ourselves.
And loved ones say Stewart's mom was rushed to the hospital after she learned her son had been murdered. We're told he worked here in the city at a restaurant to support his family in Jamaica. In the Williamsbridge section of the Bronx, Corey James, CBS 2 News.
And police say that there is video inside the store that shows the woman and the victim had no physical contact. That video has not been released at this hour.
Now, conduct, y'all. Conduct. All right? Conduct, y'all. Now, The reason why I use Popeye and olive oil and Bluto to make the case, this isn't the case where dude was trying to press her. There was another video that showed surveillance video of the woman. They spoke to the workers. That young man was there every day to get his coffee or hot chocolate and his donut, and he would talk to them. They knew him by first name. Sad. They knew him by first name. And they said that woman was exaggerating. He was not up on, you heard what they just said. They said there was no contact. She went in there looking for a problem. She was looking to set it. Looking for beef. Fellas, y'all ever rode with some people to go to a club and you always have to check, yo, is so-and-so coming? Because if he's coming, I can't be there because he's always looking for a problem. You ever had that one person in your group? It's like, yo, I can't take this nigga nowhere because every time we go somewhere, he finds an issue. Well, fellas, I told y'all the story yesterday. I was out with that girl. She's beefing with the waitress. We go to the movies. We leave the goddamn theater. 5 niggas walking in. I smelt the weed before we was walking through the door. She literally bumped into dude. What the fuck? He turned around like, what? And then I come out like, oh my God. Now they're looking at her. And they're like, oh, it's just a bitch. And now she looking at me, and now she turned up. At that time, she knew what I did for a living. So now she turned up. And I'm like, oh. Guess what? Doesn't everybody have a gun nowadays? So what the fuck, man? Calvin, salute, man. Picasso, salute. Everybody, Xavier, what up? Everybody has a gun. So what the fuck? So I'm like, what are you doing? So what I had to do was I turned around and looked at him. I said, yo, just like this. To let them know, yo, look, bro, it's the, you know, I'm sorry. It's just a bitch. And they were like, oh, all right. And they just went inside the theater. I'm driving her home. I was fuming. So I had a good time. Yeah, so when we gonna, I said, hey, listen, hey, you know, I think this ain't gonna work. I think we good here. It's okay. Oh, wow. What? You good? What you mean? You good? Had a wonderful time, but I'm somewhere else. Oh, well, what's the problem? Now she's trying to argue me. Not in my car. Not in my car. No. Monso, what up, bro? Not in my car. No. You can get out. You can exit. We're right in front of your building. You're home safe. You were fed. I didn't eat my food because I was scared to eat it. She ate all the boogers. I said, listen, I'm good. You can go ahead, ma. This ain't gonna work. We ain't gonna play that. I wasn't gonna ghost her, like just not answering her phone. No. Oh, what the fuck? What are you, gay? She said that right in the car. I was like, no, I'm not. But whatever. And then she started to try insult me intellectually, trying to use big words. Now she been hood all night. Now she's trying to use big words. Yeah, you right. You right. Black Vision, salute. Yeah, you right. You right. Could you, Kane, what up? You can leave though. You can say whatever you want. You can go tell your girlfriends whatever you want. I'm good. She got out, slammed the door. Good. Never spoke to her again. She tried to call me a couple of times. I ain't answer the phone. Sanity. All right? Choose your sanity, fellas. Choose your peace of mind over a piece of ass. It's never that serious. Conduct, y'all. Now, I played that news clip for you. Basically, what happened was this chick just did something for the sake of doing it. This kid was harmless, and I'm calling him a kid. He was in his 20s, but he was working here and sending money to Jamaica. In that neighborhood, it's a West Indian neighborhood predominantly, by the way. A lot of West Indians, Jamaicans, Trini, Guyanese, they're all in that neighborhood. Shauna know. And all of them work hard, and they send money to their countries. This kid came all the way here from Jamaica to get killed by some bitch because she did that in the morning time, just on some, yo, why you next to me? What? The workers was like, yo, he wasn't even close to her. And she kept trying to argue with him, and he wasn't entertaining it. She leaves, goes to her crazy boyfriend, walks up on him 2 blocks later, and ends his life. What the fuck did she tell this dude? For all we know, for him to do that, she probably came to him. Yeah, he's dead, Buddy Lee. He's dead. He is dead. For all we know, she ran up to him. Yo, this nigga, he touched me. Word? Where he at? He at the Dunkin' Donuts right now. Gave a detailed description. And the kid left, and he was walking, and dude walked up on him 2 blocks later on a side street and ended his life over what some bitch told him. He couldn't punch him in the face. G5, what up? Couldn't slap him. I say don't pull out a gun unless you're ready to use it, but there was no threat there because some bitch told you she was violated. Said girlfriend, not baby mama, not sister, not wife. You know what I'm saying? Girlfriend. And ended that young man's life. Young man's dead. I don't know if they caught this dude, but they were looking for her. Now, of course, she ain't pulled the trigger. And what do you think when they probably call? I'm trying to follow up on this story. I don't want to holler at somebody I know in the 4-7. Out of curiosity, because I want to know how this works out. All she's gonna say is say, hey, I was just telling my man what happened to me at Dunkin' Donuts. I felt violated. I didn't tell him to do that. And she's gonna get away with that. Because you know what? They would have to prove it. Now, if they could pull some kind of strings and say, okay, yo, look, we got to charge this bitch with something. We got to charge her with something. I don't know what charge you can tell her. I mean, what? They had an argument, even if she initiated the argument in Dunkin' Donuts, that's not a charge. And I'm telling you, she ain't going to want to go, thank you, Bumpy, Jada Pinkett shit. Was Jada Pinkett wrong for staring at Chris after he roasted her? And it was like a small little roast. And if you saw G.I. Jane was about a woman that came up in the military, shaved her head, and she started rocking. She had to earn her spot to rock with the men. It's actually a compliment, but it was a clever line. But who the fuck made Will Smith get up there and do that when he could have waited? Now, I know everyone got a whole bunch of different opinions about that. In my opinion, Anthony Bolton salute. My opinion is this dumb nigga should have sat his ass there. If you really wanted to put the mitts on Chris Rock, wait till a commercial. Wait till you got his phone number. Go to his house. Wait till after the event. Yo, Chris, come here for a minute. Will Smith laughed at first, looked at his bitch, and then got on stage and slapped Chris Rock. That was calculated. And I don't care what anyone says. That was calculated. Because if that was The Rock who said that joke, he wouldn't have got up there and did that, man. All 6'5", 250 pounds of muscle. He wouldn't have did that to him. It was calculated, man. I don't respect that. Will Smith lost a lot of points. And didn't he say he's going to therapy or some shit? Something I heard. Look, man. And look, and now watch. When I'm talking about conduct, men, I'm talking to the men now. Conduct. Immediately after that, Chris Rock's brother talking about, yo, he wants smoke. There's 10 of us. We want smoke. I'm not my brother. My brother got a lot to lose. That's why he ain't fight you on the stage. I ain't got shit to lose. I'm not as famous as him. Honestly speaking, his brother that did that, y'all want to know something? I seen the face before and heard the voice, and I looked and I said, I didn't even realize that was Chris Rock's brother. I didn't even realize that. And I've seen him on TV a bunch of times. I said, oh shit, that's his brother. I didn't know. Then he says, yeah, there's 10 of us. Now I'm hearing he wants smoke in a celebrity fight with him. He's not letting it go. Conduct. Is it Jada Pinkett Smith's fault? Because she's not worth defending. I'm not entertaining no conversation about that bitch. Will Smith, and guess what? Will Smith smacked him, and what did she do? I ain't tell him to do that. Threw him right under the bus. Tony Rock. Yeah, I think that's him. Tony Rock. He wants to fight Will Smith. I'm like, see, it's not going away. Whenever Will Smith makes a public appearance, you know this shit is going to follow him. $30 million a movie. Or something crazy like the man don't have to work. He could disappear for now and you will never hear from him again. He can live off of his legacy. But he's now attached by... Jada Pinkett Smith is famous for what now? Fucking with him. And this bullshit is overshadowing his career. It's putting a dark shadow on it. And as expected, she did exactly what I thought she was going to say. When it happened, I said, if this escalates, which it did, she's going to say, I didn't tell him to do that. And I'll be damned. That's just what happened. Now, this bitch that got this dude killed, by now it probably happened already. I have to follow up with it. But when they sat down and said, yo, who's your boyfriend? Where is he? She's... I don't know, or, oh yeah, he lives over here, whatever. There's no getting around it. She might as well give him up. Well, what happened? Well, I had an argument with this dude. I felt he was a little too close, and then I took my order, and I left, and I saw Anwar, what up? And I saw my boyfriend, and I told him what happened. I ain't telling him to do all that. And she's going to be done with it. One man dead, one man going to jail for life, because he's not getting out. One man dead, one man in jail for life, and she's on to the next. Popeye, Bluto, olive oil. The only difference here is, dude wasn't trying to get the digits or nothing like that. Not that what the people at Dunkin' Donuts said. But what I'm talking about here is conduct. Conduct. I mentioned it yesterday, but it bears repeating. How many times you heard me say not everything deserves a response? I relate it to the trolls. I don't have to respond to everybody. If I responded to everybody that was talking about me on social media, I'd be talking all day. I heard I'm all over Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. Why am I on Twitter? Oh, because I talk boxing and I talk about racism and I just talk and they give a shit about what I say. And they're mad because I close my borders and they can't come here. Some motherfuckers wait 5 weeks to come in and say shit. And what happens? One of y'all hit them with a wrench and they're gone. Just like that. Why would I block everybody on my YouTube to go argue with them on Twitter and block them over there? That's all that's going to happen. So I don't need to go there. I don't. Between Artman and everybody else, I see everything I need to see on Twitter. I'm good. You do not have to entertain everything. And one thing I knew early in life, since my mother sat me and my brother in front of every episode of Popeye and said, "You don't get it? You don't get it? Well, let me tell you what the real world is." When I got a little older, I began to understand, because you get a little older. My brother's 5 years older than me. And, when he started dating first, she said, "Look, you don't let any woman dictate how you conduct yourself in this field." "What do you mean, Mom?" Popeye, Bluto, olive oil. Bluto hollers at olive oil. Olive oil entertains it. A little friendly flirting. Bluto takes it to the next level because she flirted back. "Come here, you gonna give me some ass. You gonna give me that kiss." Hell, Popeye. Popeye gets beat up because Bluto's physically stronger than him. The spinach is the hammer. Because he never beat Bluto 1D. He never beat him 1D. He had to go to the spinach. He had to go to the hammer. Bluto's dead. Popeye's in prison. Olive oil is on to the next. She starts blowing Wimpy for hamburgers and shit. And olive oil ain't all that herself. Now this chick in the Dunkin' Donuts, from what I saw in the surveillance, I can't tell how good she or bad. I don't care if it was, I don't think about your illest crush on Hollywood or in the music industry. A prime Janet Jackson was everything to me. But I don't care if my girl back in the day looked like that, exactly like that, and she came to me and said, "Yo, some nigga, da-da-da-da. Are you okay? He touched you. Where is he? We need to call the police." Well, I'm saying, you can't go over there? No, I cannot. Why? He might have a gun. I'm not a small guy. He might not be there alone. So if you really feel violated, don't you think we need to call the law? You telling me for? Not the law. And even when I was, you have to be careful about the fights you pick. Because when people know that you're on the job, what do you think the first thing they're going to say when you're getting into arguments? If they know you as a cop, what's the first thing they're going to say? You're a cop, a corrections officer, a court officer. He pulled his gun. Now investigation is going to have to come. They're going to remove your firearm and do a whole investigation until they find out what really happened. It's called getting jammed up over bullshit. You avoid more bullshit when you're on the job than you, man, listen. It's to the point now when you go out, if you have a good eye, you can tell when you're in like a lounge or a bar or anything, you can tell who's on the job because you can tell how they're conducting themselves. And as soon as something drinks start flying or something, they be like, out. Because I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to see anything. You know why? Because if you see a crime, you are obligated to intervene, whether it be physically intervening or calling on the phone. And if it's your RDO, meaning your regular day off, you don't want to deal with none of that shit. You be like, you know what? I just want to come out and have a drink. If something pops off, I don't want to work. I'm not at work right now. This is my day off. What the fuck? So you got to slide out the back door and hope no one saw you. Because if someone saw you and say, yo, look, this crime was happening and that guy over there, we know he's a cop. He was supposed to intervene and he didn't do it. Your ass gonna get in trouble. Hey, Drew, why you not on the job anymore? Y'all hear me telling you this shit, right? It was annoying. Thank you. I'll drive a bus. I'm good. Fuck that. Buddy, you crazy. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck out of here. Conduct, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, conduct. That woman got someone killed. And they're going to try so hard to charge her in concert of it. They're going to try. But I can't see them. I can't see anything sticking. And they're going to try so hard. And it's not going to work. Why? Because she's going to say, I didn't tell him to do it. You can't prove it. I had an argument with some dude, whether she started the argument or not. Whether she said anything, unless she said now watch this, y'all. Unless the workers in the Dunkin' Donuts said, yo, we heard her say, yo, I'm gonna go get my man and he's gonna kill you. Unless they heard her say it, they ain't gonna say nothing. They just said she spazzed on him. He was like, yo, what are you talking about? There was no physical contact, anything. Unless she said that, unless there's workers in there that said, no, we heard her say, yo, I'm gonna go get my man and he's gonna kill you. Unless they heard her say that, nothing. She's gonna be sitting right there in the 4-7 on Laconia Avenue and say, look, he live on so-and-so. She's gonna have to give him up. Because if she be like, yo, look, I don't know where he at, where he live. That's your boyfriend, you know where you live? We're going to hit you with accessory or something. I'm not a detective. We're going to hit you. They're going to try and find, because they're looking for him. Unless they feel she's trying to hide him, that's how she'll get in trouble. Outside of that, I envision her sitting in the 4-7 like, yo, look, I got into it with some dude. Whether she started it or not is irrelevant. Because the DTs already spoke to her. Spoke to the Dunkin' Donuts employees. Did she say she was going to go get her boyfriend specifically or go get someone to get him shot? Did she say that? And if the Dunkin' Donuts employees thinking on their feet, if they want something to stick on this bitch, because watch this, a month later, she lives in the neighborhood. A month later, do you want that bitch coming back in your restaurant to serve her, knowing that she got this kid killed that you used to see every day? Now that's done. And now she's free. She's going to be back there. You're going to have to service her. So if they're thinking on their feet, listen to what I'm saying. And it sounds fucked up. They need to have gotten into a huddle. Yo, look, that bitch is a problem. And she just got this young man killed. So when those DTs come and ask us, this is what we're going to say. Hey, listen, you was here that day? Yeah, I saw the whole thing. There's video, no audio. What did she say to him? She told him to back up, and he wasn't even close. She just had an attitude. Okay, and then what happened? What else she said to him? She said, yo, I'm gonna get my man, and he gonna fucking kill you and all this. Oh yeah, that's what she said? That's all we need. And all those employees in Dunkin' Donuts is usually about 3 employees. Tops. Oh yeah, she said that? Yeah. If they can get her on that, then she's in trouble. But they people don't think that quick. So what I figure, and it sounds foul, but I'm saying they're not gonna stick her with anything. Because all she's gonna do, if not already, is sit in the 4-7 in that little room and say, look, my boyfriend lived at such and such Holland Avenue, Wallace Avenue, wherever. Something East Gun Hill Road or whatever. Okay. His apartment is such and such. Okay. Well, what happened? I left Dunkin' Donuts. I felt this dude was a little too close. I was having a bad day. Brian H says she's probably she's probably already an accessory after the fact. Brother, you would know better than me. I'm just brainstorming right here. You would know better than me. And she probably sat there and said, look, I was just telling him about my morning. That's all I said. I said, yo, some motherfucker was too, I felt he was too close. I felt he was too close. They say 6 feet. And I'm like, yo, motherfucker could be 10 feet from me. I had COVID. And I got nervous. I didn't want anyone near me, 20 feet, for a long time. I felt he was too close. I had words with him. I told my boyfriend, yo, look, I just had the situation, da-da-da-da. And he said, okay. And then well, wait, it happened. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts around the corner. And he said, okay. And then that's the last I saw him. I just envisioned her saying that. And right there, as long as she could say, I didn't tell him to do that, like Will Smith, I didn't tell him to do that. I was sitting right there. You saw me laughing. I didn't tell him to do that. Because she wants to sit at the Oscars next year. He might not get invited back. Now she gets to sit there next year. He might not get invited back. And who's the popular Hollywood actor? Her or him? You see, Will? Conduct. 50-plus-year-old man. Net worth of over $100 million or so. Grade A Hollywood actor. You're slapping another grade A Hollywood actor / comedian in the face. Someone that you was cool with for years. Over a fucking joke? Keep it simple. I don't care about y'all having beef. Oh, well, he protested the Oscars and he made fun of him. That's his job, to make fun of shit. Get a thicker skin. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I'm keeping it simple. Conduct. And I'm not talking about, I don't give a fuck about what these white folks and how they view us. I never give a shit about what white folks think about us because it's never good. I'm talking about black person to black person. Conduct. What the fuck y'all think the monkey videos is about that I play in the morning? Hello, monkeys? Because you know what? I don't give a fuck about those white folk or whatever. But I sat there and I said, see, if he was going to slap him, he should have waited till after the event. Yo, Chris, let me talk to you. When no one's around. Yo, nigga. That shit about my wife, not cool, man. Next time you do that, I'm going to fuck you up. And just walked off. No one even had to know. You did that shit, the whole world saw it. Both of y'all over 50 years old. You super bigger than Chris. Why? Because your bitch laughed at first and then stared you there. And then you laughed at first and what? All of that protecting her honor shit, that's a whole other conversation. Her not being honorable in the first fucking place, that's a whole other conversation. But his reasoning behind that shit was stupid. And if he felt he wasn't wrong, he wouldn't apologize. There it is. Now up to Annie. This bitch in Dunkin' Donuts. Beefing for no reason. Even if he did try and say, hey, wagwan miss. Even if he was trying to holler. All she had to do was say no. All she had to do was say no. But she got upset, left. Went to the block, told her man, and dude shot him. Conduct, y'all. One man dead, one man in jail. And she's 1098. You know what that means? 1098 means continue patrol. Oh, he dead? I ain't tell him to do that. Oh, he going to jail? Oh, well, I got to go on with my life. I'm going to continue to date. I'm going to continue to do this, do that. Oh, yeah, Brian? Threatened him over... Will Smith, as popular and as successful as he is, he's the nice kid from Philly that got out. And unfortunately, he wifed up the chick that likes street niggas. I seen pictures of her taking pictures with Eazy-E. She got her daughter writing letters to a dead Tupac. What the fuck was going on in that house? You know what? None of my business. But these are the things we see on the outside that says it doesn't make sense. But he got money. He'll handle it. Conduct. Fellas, y'all ever been out with a young lady and you leave her at the bar for 2 seconds to go to the bathroom and you come out and there's some nigga in her face? Conduct. There was a time I was out. I got a story for everything. There was a time I was out with a young lady and I went to the bar. We sat down. She ordered her drink. I said, I'll be right back. I went to go take a piss. I come back. There's some nigga leaning on the fuck. It was a white dude too, leaning on, talking, us, smiling. And I'm walking. I'm like, does she know him? And I walked and she was just sitting there sipping her martini and smiling. And like not giving him eye contact. She just kept looking and she was like, and I came and I sat down and I looked at him because I didn't want to interrupt. Maybe she knew him. And he looked and I looked at him. I said, what up? And he looked. He's like, oh. And he walked off. She was like, that was uncomfortable. I was gone maybe 2 minutes. She said, yo, he came up. He said, can I buy you a drink? And she said, I'm already drinking. He said, well, can I buy you another one? She's like, I walked in here with that big guy. You didn't see me? He's like, no, I didn't. And she said, that's when you walked up. I said, oh, shit. I know dudes that would have been like, what? And go over to his table because he was sitting there with a bunch of his friends. You what the fuck, nigga? Dude. I also know women that would have sat there and entertained the conversation just to see what the dude is gonna do. Gentlemen, listen to me very carefully. They are women. When I say women are mental terrorists, they are women that purposely do shit to you or do shit around you just to get your reaction. Because to them, you getting angry over dumb shit. D-Man Jr., salute. TC, salute. You getting angry over dumb shit satisfies them. Oh, I know he cares. That man looked at me and he jumped down his throat. Oh, he cares. The bitch got father issues. I'm not your father. Fuck out of here. That's right. That's what it is, 88 Sports Talk. They like to test you. I never entertain that. I watched too much of this to entertain any of that bullshit. I was well trained. There are so many gems in this cartoon right here. So many. I watched too much of it. Nope. No doubt, Buddy Lee. What Will should have been doing is dumping her and trying to get with Serena Williams when she was single. How about that? Or Venus. I got a picture. I put up a picture on my Instagram. He took a picture with Venus and Serena recently for that movie. And I put, Jada better watch her back, LOL. And I was only playing. And this was long before the slap. Long before the slap. But I said, man, you know, Will Smith, this is Will Smith in 50 years old. Now, mind you, I've been a supporter of Will Smith since Parents Just Don't Understand. God damn, we talking what, 1987, 88? For him to go from that rapping kid from Philadelphia to where he is now, that is a major accomplishment. And he's about to tear it all down or hit a bump in the road over this piece of trash. Got your fucking daughter writing letters to a dead Tupac? And you in therapy over her? Nigga, you're Will Smith. Somebody slap him. Wake up. And listen, let me tell you something. Jada's cute, but she ain't bad. She's not my speed. No. You know, me and Layman Brewster, I follow him on Instagram. And Layman's very, religious. And he said, yeah, Buddy Lee, I agree. He said, that alopecia, there's something in the Bible about it. Is Focus Ball in here? There's something in the Bible about alopecia and an unloyal woman, her hair fall out, all kinds of weird shit. And I'm reading it like he put the whole verse in there. I said, oh shit. I might have it in my phone. Wait a minute. I might have it in my phone. I will read it to you. Fuck. Okay. Screenshots. Because I know I saw it. I was bugging when I was reading it. I was like, what the fuck? It's not here. I know that I know I got it, but Layman Brewster posted it and I was laughing like, yo, hold on. It was messed up though, because I said, man, this bitch done lost her hair. And it applied. He posted it specifically because of her. He posted it specifically, and I said, man. Damn, I can't find it. Hold on. Let me go to Layman Brewster's joint. I want to read it to y'all. Okay, here it is. Okay, he's talking about alopecia. He gave the definition of it, right? But he broke down. Where's that? He's always posting something biblical. Damn, I can't find it. It was a few weeks ago. Damn. No. I'm going to find it. He posted it. I was like, oh shit. I should have pulled it up when I had it. But I thought I had it in my damn phone, man. I really did. Anyway, listen, man. Oh, King of the Hill did an episode about infidelity and hair loss. Yo, thank you for reminding me of that. There's gems in that cartoon also. What's his name with his son? That's clearly the Native American dude's son. And you saw the episode where he came this close to finding out. Oh, 88. Yeah, I did. I saw that. I did see that. What'd you say, Yahweh? Isaiah 3? Let me see. Let's go to Google. Isaiah 3. Yeah, Dale. And it's a big old joke, but I watched that and I kind of like cringed. Because you know how many dudes are going through that shit? Come on. don't think. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna go to Google. I can't find it, y'all. But I know I had it, man, because I read it like, oh shit. Because it completely. Damn, I thought I screenshot it too. That's the funny shit. I thought I did. I thought I screenshot it, but I don't have it. Let me look one more time. Found it. Found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emerods, and with the scab, and with the itch whereof thou canst not be healed. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Isaiah 3:17. Thank you, Chris. That's what I'm reading. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there will be a stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of a well-set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a gritting of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. They're talking about hair loss. Yeah, John Redcorn. That's the guy's name. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And her gate shall lament and mourn, and she, being desolate, shall sit upon the ground. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him. This is off of Layman Bruce's Instagram. Yeah, they use damn close. Yep. And I was reading this like, yo, Isaiah 3:17, 24 to 26. And I said, damn. 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 Keep my wife's name out your mouth and keep her hair out her head. Yeah. Now, John Redcorn, that character in King of the Hill, that's another gem. And he didn't say a fucking word. You can't tell me that he can't look at that kid and say, and she was always out and about with John Redcorn. I remember the episode where he came so close to finding out. And I can't remember the episode, but I think he dropped a hint like, I always knew that's not my son. I think. And he said, well, that's my son regardless of some shit. Damn, Buddy Lee, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he was like, you know, I can't remember the episode. But I was like, wait a minute, did he just drop the bomb? Like, yo, I know that's not my son. I'm going to raise him anyway. I know she's fucked up, but that's my wife. What about the other character? The bald-headed one? Did y'all see the episode of how he got that way? overweight and retarded with his eyes all big. Hank. Did y'all see that episode? He wasn't always like that. He wasn't always like that. Y'all saw the episode what fucked him up? Guess what it was? A woman. A woman fucked him up. He was usually the life of the party, had a full head of hair. He was in the military. He got caught up with some bitch. And he was been fucked up ever since. Bill. Yeah. I saw that episode. I said it. Uh-huh. Y'all remember when Boomhauer fell in love with that girl and she left him? There be gems in these cartoons. And that's an adult cartoon, by the way, but there's gems in it. I'm telling you, man. No doubt, Picasso, sometimes divorce is the best way to go. You know, we are in an era where women lead the league of relationships in divorce. They're so quick to leave a situation. Therapy, what's that? I've even heard black women, I'm like, yo, every day you come to work talking about your husband, you ever consider therapy? You know what the black bitch told me? This bitch, therapy for white people. That's why you fucked up now. That's why you fucked up now. They go get therapy and it actually helps. And you want to fucking divorce this dude because he can't seem to leave the toilet seat down for you. Well, it's not really the toilet seat. Well, what is it? Well, he said he get off at work, but he's not coming home till 10. You tell him that? No, well, fuck that. He should know. No, he shouldn't know anything. We're not mind readers. Remember the male commandments. Men are not mind readers. We're not mind readers. We won't know shit unless you say something. You'd be surprised. You'd be like, babe, I didn't know that bothered you. Okay, I'll stop. I didn't know that bothered you. More people need fucking therapy. And that's the problem. Conduct, y'all. Never sacrifice who you are. Conduct, y'all. Conduct, for fuck's sake. Kane, I feel you on that. Just like me. I wasn't running around crying, oh, my parents divorced. No. They divorced, I was able to get a good night's sleep. Arguing at 1 a.m, knowing I got to get up at 7. The fuck? We stayed with mom. Dad moved out. But every day, did your homework? He's popping up at my school in uniform. Yeah, I'm just checking. In uniform. I'm like, yo, all right. Not absent at all. Nope. Never missed a child support payment. Nope. Whatever problems that him and my mother had, guess what? My brother and my sister, we didn't know about it. You know why? We're children. It's none of our fucking business. Their business was us, raising us. It wasn't our business what they were going through. That's right, Kane. All I wanted was sleep. What the fuck about what they're arguing about? It's none of my business. Their business was the kids. We need to be fed. We need to have a roof. And they were supposed to make sure that we got through school. And they did that. The Christmases were unforgettable. The Thanksgivings were unforgettable. And what were they fighting about? Was none of our business. They didn't get along and they said, look, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this divorce, but we're going to raise these kids. And that's it. And he was not absent or whatever. And if they fought, we didn't know about it. After he left, when he moved out, we didn't know about it. Come on, man. Everybody need therapy at some point. Come on, man. That bitch that got this kid killed, she needed therapy. How the fuck? She's right now sitting at home talking about, well, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Yeah, it is your fault, bitch. And you knew who you was dating. You knew you was dating some street nigga. You knew you went to him because you wanted him to do something. And he did it. But you thought, oh, well, she probably telling her friends, oh, I just thought he was gonna scare him. I thought he'd pistol whip him. You see, that's why when I'm out in the street, you would think I have horse blinders on, but I see everything. When I'm in the gym, I don't talk to women. They got to talk to me. I don't initiate, if I'm seeing them doing a leg exercise, I've seen all the leg exercises. But you come into the gym with the tights, and they got the tights with the thongs up the ass now. They make them like that now. You got a tiny little waist and a big old ass, and you come in the fucking gym, and you get right on the squat rack. I know where I jump rope at, there's 2 leg presses right next. There's one on my right and 2 on my left. And for a while, the same 2 chicks, when I would go at a certain time, the same 2 chicks would, it's not a mistake. The same 2 chicks would go right to those leg press. I'm like, it's not leg day every day. When I go to the gym, I jog a mile on a treadmill. I do some steps. I do the regimen that Blu-ray gave me. And then I jump rope. And then I hit 2 body parts. I'm already warmed up. I jump rope for only about 4 rounds. The time that I was going to the gym, those chicks was there every day that I would be there, right? When I would show up, they'd be there. And I'm jumping rope, and magically they bought a fucking leg press with that tight shit on. I'm like, why they here? I don't even know how long they've been here. But I was over there. And before I got here, I've been in the gym for an hour. But magically, I go to jump rope here, and here they are. All kinds of squats and shit. I don't say shit. Yes. You got a link? Yes. I want to know what happened. Hopefully, one of the workers said that she said something. I don't know. Yes, please drop the link. Yes, because this story just happened. It just happened like a week or 2 ago. And I'm like, yo, that's right. Where that happened? I can't walk there, but when you're driving, it ain't but 7 minutes from where I'm at. Oh, bet. Hold on. Teen busted. She was a teenager. Hold on, y'all. Let's read this as a family. Yes. I love it. Here we go. Teen busted for role in shooting Bronx Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, wait a minute. This is the video, y'all. That's her. She was a teenager, man. Cops busted a teen, and she was a teenager. Of course, it makes sense now. Teen who argued. Okay. Busted a teen who argued with a Bronx Dunkin' Donuts customer moments before he was shot dead last month, authorities said. Wow, it's been a month already. Santiana Rodriguez, 18, was arrested Monday and charged with murder for her role in the broad daylight March 18th slaying of Jamaican immigrant Stephon Stewart, 24 years old, outside a coffee shop in Holland Avenue. I know the area. Didn't I say Holland? There's Holland and Wallace and Barnes Avenue near 212 East 212th Street. Cops said police could not confirm Tuesday morning who pulled the trigger. Authorities confirmed that Stewart and a friend got into an argument with Rodriguez after she cut the line. Oh, see, she cut the line. Cops said she tells them to back off because they probably have COVID. Police said so. It wasn't that they were violating her space. She cut the line. Now let me explain something to y'all. In Dunkin' Donuts, right? They'll have a line, but sometimes when it's like partially empty, it'll just seem like motherfuckers are standing around, and some people just walk straight to the counter, and somebody will be like, "Yo, there's a line." It's happened to me a couple of times. I'm like, "Oh, my bad," and I just get on a line. But she walked in, cut the line, and they say, "Yo, there's a line," and she goes right in the nigga mode. Okay? Tells me he has COVID. All right. The victim and his friend then left the shop, but the woman followed them out, the source said. The woman can be seen on a surveillance video making a call. So she called this dude. She then met up with a man believed to be between the ages of 17 and 25 years old and had another confrontation with Stewart, police said. Police sources said the man was her boyfriend. So she's 18, the purpose between 17 and 25. Okay, whatever. All right, it says Santiana Rodriguez was arrested Monday and charged with the murder of Jamaican immigrant Stephon Stewart. She's a kid. Look at this, man. Y'all know this is heartbreaking? She got this young brother killed, man. During that clash, the man and the woman mentioned something about getting a gun. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is right there. That's what I was looking for. Didn't you hear me say it? Didn't you hear me say it? There it is. Thank you. Thank you. There it is. That's what I was looking for. During the clash, the man and the woman mentioned something about getting a gun before the man went into a building, according to a source. There it is. It was said. It was premeditated. That's why they got her ass. Good. Stewart and his friend then split up and went in different directions. So they split up. Oh, he's going to get the burner. Time to go. Police believe Stewart was shot to death sometime after that. The victim, who arrived in the U.S. December of 2021, was blasted in the torso and rushed to the Jamaica Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. She had another. So they beefed inside Dunkin' Donuts. They left. She followed them, made the phone call, and kept beefing. Stewart's aunt, who did not give her name, said she was always the one to carry the peace. He was always the one to carry the peace. Most of the family is devastated. He's just that person. She said, "I don't know why somebody would do this to him over a simple issue that didn't call for somebody losing their life." Thank you. Thank you. Fellas, conduct. Thank you. And that's everything they're gonna. I'm telling you, they're in the courtroom. So that's it. That's it. They left. She followed them. 2 men. I didn't know there was another man. 2 men left. She followed them on the phone. Yo, baby, I got beef. Met up. Word, y'all got beef? I'll be right back. They looked at each other. Bullshit. Let's separate. And he pursued Stewart. sometime later, shot him to death. That's not self-defense, y'all. Let me explain something to y'all. And listen very carefully. Even if you have a legal carry, you have to be able to articulate why you pulled that trigger. I just saw a video a few months ago with these two guys arguing in a restaurant. It's two black dudes. And light-skinned dude was in dark-skinned dude's face. And it was escalating. So dark-skinned dude who has his back to the camera, like nudges him away with his head. So then light-skinned decks him. Boom! Dark-skinned pulled out his carry and shot him. And I think he killed him. Here's the deal. Dark-skinned dude had a legal carry. But was that a justified shooting? The answer is no. The answer is no. Was he in danger? No. Now, I don't know what state that was. But I saw in the video he initiated contact with his head. He like, you know how you mush someone with your head? That's like, yo, I want it. I want beef. And dude hit him with a closed fist. Now, I don't know what state that was in. Is that a shoot situation? I don't know. It depends on that state. But I did see him initiate contact with his fucking head. Jeff, I agree. Oh, nah, Buddy Lee, I got to find that. Phenomenal says in Arizona, that's self-defense. But what I did see was the black dude, the dark-skinned dude, he initiated contact with his head. We all saw it. And dude got arrested with his head. Mushed him with his head. And then that's what caused light-skin to punch him in the face. Because before, he was just barking on him. Yo, what the fuck? Da-da-da. I even remember they were in a restaurant, I think. What the fuck, that you bitch-ass nigga? Da-da-da-da. And dude was like, yo, whatever. So he was in his face, yo, what the fuck? So then dude headbutted him. Which caused the punch, which caused him to pull out his gun. So he initiated that. That's not a justified shooting. Should go to jail. His life wasn't in danger. Now, in a lot of instances, right, if someone jumps out at you and you have a legal carry and they knuckle up, whatever they're knuckling up for, you know, you ain't got to John Wayne them. You ain't got to Jackie Chan or Chuck Norris them. You knuckling up for me, I'm pulling out my gun. That's what it's for. Self-defense. Self-defense. But it's not, hey, man, you took my parking spot. So? Move your car. No. He hit you. You hit him back. Then he pulls out his gun and shoots you. That's not justified. You started it. So that black dude, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I think he went down because he initiated contact and he escalated the situation. Prior to that, they were just barking on each other, but he escalated it. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up out here. That's why I walk around with what you would believe is horse blinders, but I see everything. Like when I was at a particular time when I'd be at the gym, magically those fucking girls would pop up at the leg machine. I'm like, I've been here for an hour. They wait till now to do legs every time. Every time. My pattern is the same at the gym. Cardio, calisthenics, jump rope, and 2 body parts. It's the same. I end up at the same spot. And I go to the gym at different times. The times that they're there, they end up at the leg machine while I'm jumping rope. You want my attention? I see you. I've been seeing you. I'm not going to talk to you. I know what comes with that. I know what could come with that. Because while they're squatting, while they're coming over here to watch me jump rope, Here come this nigga to watch them do squats. Here come that nigga to watch them do squats. I'm not talking to you. Why am I bringing that up? Conduct, y'all. I could talk to them and have a great conversation, or the minute I decide to say, how y'all doing? How's the work today, man? Yeah, I see y'all working. Y'all, what you mean you see us working? Why you always here jumping rope while we doing squats? They could flip it on me. I've seen it happen. That's why y'all ever wonder why they say New Yorkers are not friendly? If you grew up in New York, it's a shock when you go down south and a stranger will say good morning to you. You're like, huh? We don't speak to each other like that out here. You say good morning to a motherfucker out here. What do you mean by that? How do you know my morning's good? It's like that out here. So you just don't, for the most part, unless you work with a person every day and you get along with them, you don't say anything to strangers. I go to the gym to work out, not to have a conversation. I don't go to the gym to make friends. You make friends inadvertently if you give me a spot. Have a workout partner every now and again. Like the employees at my gym, I'm cool with all of them. That's different. There are some people that trust me, there's a couple of women in there that I'm cool with, and I follow them on the gram, and they follow me, but it ain't even like that. And trust me, if it was women, it was a situation where we ended up talking, but it was like a group thing. There is no let's hang out and no, look, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. I'm cool with like a handful of them, but that's it. I know what it is. St. Louis Mix, salute. I stay completely in my lane. Completely in my lane. I don't play none of that shit. There's a handful of I ain't gonna say her name, but she cool. She my height too. Beautiful. But the only reason why I'm cool with her is because we was matter of fact, was talking about jumping rope. And it was a conversation about exercise, and we was talking with the personal trainers that worked at the gym. And we just pulled out our phones, we just started following each other on the gram. And it's all good. But for the most part, I don't talk to the women out here because it can get flipped. I've heard it. I've heard there was this black chick on the squat rack, and all dude asked her with a smile. He said, "How you doing, ma'am? You got how many more sets you got?" Because at the time, it was a little before COVID, and the gym was getting crowded. So, you want to like get to that spot when it's done before someone else throws their bag over there and like, I got next. And Shorty said, "I got about 3 more sets. Stop watching me." And I'm on the other rack like, wow. And he said, "Excuse me?" Like he was confused. He was blown. Like he was like, "Excuse me?" And I like looked like, bro, don't even, just leave. Just don't even. She said, "No, I see you watching me. I'm not done." He knows you're not done, bitch. He's just asking you how many more sets you have left. He's not even rushing you. It's crowded. He just wants to, I said, bro. I've been there. I say, wow, I just asked this bitch a question. What the fuck? Stop feeling yourself, bitch. Watching you? I'm watching this beautiful machine that I want to conquer. I ain't watching your dumb ass. You see my attitude? That's how I am. And how do I save myself from myself? I don't talk. Talking to some of these ladies out here is a complete fucking nightmare. Bitch, I don't want you. I'm good at home. I flat out had to tell a bitch, yo, bitch, I sleep with pussy every night. And my wife got a fat ass. Stop feeling yourself. I just asked you a question. Are you done here? With your crooked teeth. Fuck out of here. Cutella Lipscomb, salute. Salute. I mean, so how do I handle it? For years. And I learned early. Look, I'm just not going to talk. I'm just not. No eye contact, nothing. I just be sitting there. You see me in the street, I'll just be like, nah, and I see everything. I'll case out a room before I walk in it. That's just how I'm trained. And it's better nowadays because now we got these phones. I'll have my phone in my hand and I'm not on it because I see what's going on. But I don't want. You ever walked in the room? Yeah, I remember I walked in. Yeah, man, and there was no excuse for this. This bitch wasn't drunk. This bitch just wanted attention. When I walked in to the lounge, I just walked in. I wasn't there not 5 minutes. I walked in. When I walked in, I saw her turn around. Walked in, I sat down. I said, oh, I don't want to sit here. I walked in, and then she's looking at me. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I said, okay, I don't want to sit here. Then I looked at the other spot, and there was a group of people. I said, okay, I don't want to be sitting here in these group of people. I said, let me sit at the bar. I said, at the bar, this chick is sitting on the corner. She legitimately, with this crazy look on her face, and I'm at the bar like, and I finally give her eye contact. I'm saying, what the fuck you looking at? What? I literally looked behind. I said, is she talking to me? What the fuck? I'm saying niggas in my face. I thought it was a joke. I'm looking behind. There was like a potted plant. I looked behind. I said, I'm waiting for Ashton Kutcher to jump out and tell me, you've been punked. Remember that? I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, the bartender looked at her, looked at me. It was a white lady. She walked over and she just touched my hand. She's like, hold on. And she was going off. And I said, she's not drunk. She was looking to spark. And I guess I was a lucky person. When I tell you I wasn't in the spot no more than 5, and I was by myself that night. I just didn't want to be in the crib. I went out for a drive, parked the car, found the lounge. I said, let me just chill here for a minute, get a drink, get my thoughts together. I had a hard day at work, and it was the weekend. And out of every spot in Manhattan, I go into a spot with this crazy ass bitch with her hair all lopsided, sitting at the bar. She was looking at me when I walked through the door. I walked in, I said, this looks pretty good. Nice mixed crowd, ain't no crazy ass niggas in here, no Tim boots. Okay, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with her? Why is she looking at me? Okay, I want to sit here. Okay, no, I don't want to sit here too close to the door. And what the fuck is she looking at? Oh, okay, let me go over here. Okay, this group they looking for a place to sit. I don't want to be sitting here by myself, and I don't feel like socializing with anybody. And what the fuck is she looking at? Oh, okay, you know what? Nah, let me just space at the bar. Let me go sit at the bar. What the fuck is she looking at? And I look at her. I was like, and I didn't say anything. And I'm saying, what the fuck you look? I was in there 5 minutes. I picked up the napkin and I stood up, and the bartender was like, wait. And she was standing there going off like I did something to her. The manager had to come over and start talking. I'm saying niggas in my face, and she's straight hood, just dropping N-bombs. Mixed crowd. People looking like, what's going on with her? And then they looking at me like the manager was like, do you know her? I said, dude, I just walked in here 5 minutes ago. I didn't want to sit there. They want to sit there. I sit here and she's screaming at me. What the fuck is wrong with her? The bartender had to tell him, yo, she's been a bit of an issue. And she wasn't drunk. This is just what she does. And the first thing I'm thinking is she alone? Is she alone? Why is she turning up? Why did this bitch leave Dunkin' Donuts and make a phone call? She wanted to spark. She wanted a situation. I don't know. Maybe she wanted to fight. Maybe she wanted to get punched in the face. Maybe she was looking to catch a case. If this nigga hits me, he look like he got some money. If he hits me, I feel like going through the system today. I feel like right now the police report today. I feel like that. There's some sick people out there. Everybody knows somebody that likes going to jail. Like, where you been all month? Rikers. For a month? Over dumb shit. Don't say it. I went to the bodega and the motherfucker, old man Sanchez, you know what I'm saying? He tried to charge me $3 for this 40. I was like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I'm taking this on credit. And I go to leave and he come out like, yo, give me back the beer. And I fucked him up. And you sat your ass on Rikers all summer long because of that shit? And you're trying to talk to me and make that make sense? Conduct, y'all. Conduct. That's what this show is about. Conduct. I walked into a goddamn lounge, and out of every lounge in Manhattan that I could have went to, I found that bitch. Well, safe to say, the bartender told the manager, no, she's been a little crazy. And I walked in the bar and she picked me to fuss with. He called security and she was escorted out. Thank God. Now, what if I allowed her to dictate my conduct? I could have did that. What if I allowed her to dictate my conduct? That's what the show is. What's the title of the show, family? Never allow a woman to control how you conduct yourself. What if I allowed her to dictate my conduct? I'm saying, what you looking at? Bitch, I'm looking at your ugly, crooked tooth ass. And we'd have just been two hood niggas arguing in a fucking bar. Those white folks sitting up there in the corner like, look at these niggas. They can't go nowhere. They can't go anywhere past below 96th Street. They need to go back to Harlem with that bullshit. This is not what we do up here. The educated black folk looking at us, look at these niggas making us look bad. No, she's in the wrong spot. She need to go back to her hood with that shit. I don't live in a hood. I can get hood, but I don't need to. I looked at her like confused, like, what the fuck's wrong with her? If you see two people fussing in the street, you don't know who's the fool. One person could be an educated doctor, but if he's going back and forth with a person that's a psychopath, who's a psychopath? Family. Not everything needs a response. Didn't I just say trolls? Don't I say, please don't say anyone's name in my chat? I don't need to, please. Every now and again, I'll address one because I need to. But for the most part, like I said, if I was addressing all the trolls and then all these people that talked about me, I'll be talking every day. I'll be talking all day, every day. And I ain't got time for that. I don't make time for that. They don't occupy my life like that. I occupy their life for whatever reason. They're fans of mine. They want to sleep with me because they're gay. Why are you gay? Yeah. Yes. You hold on to everything that I say. I'm not the rock star. Gentlemen, conduct, and especially as it pertains to women. I didn't let that woman get me off my game. I looked at her, I said, okay, she's crazy. She was staring at me when I walked through the door. Bitch, if you want to fuck, just say so. I know I look good, but it's not that. She just wanted to turn up. And I'm just looking around to see who came to her defense. That's what I was looking for. I said, fuck her. She's not the threat. Let me see who she with. You know why? That bitch that left Dunkin' Donuts, she wasn't the immediate threat, but she knew someone that had a hammer, and she just wanted to see some blood. And I bet you when she sat up there, she tried to say, I didn't tell him to do that, but it came out that she did. And good, she's got charged. She just threw her life in the fucking toilet. Good, bitch. Bye. Bye. Will Smith smacks Chris Rock. What does Jada say? I didn't tell him to do that. He don't need to defend me. You see? 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 I walked into that lounge, changed seats 3 times, finally sat at the bar, and she was still in my face. I didn't do anything to this woman. And she wasn't drunk. She was looking to spark. She had something else going on in her life. And when I saw that, I said, let me see. I'm looking around like, I'm waiting to see what dude pops up. Yo, what's going on, baby? What's going on? I was looking for that. Because she's not the problem. Who she with is the problem. I was looking for some homegirls. Like, wait, she can't be by herself doing this. Where the friends at? I'm looking around. I say, oh, okay, yeah, is she talking to me? Yeah, she's talking to me. She not the threat. Her hands on there, and she's doing all this shit. Her hair going in all directions. She was totally out of place. And I'm like, all right, fuck that. I don't see no nigga running up. I sat there. I picked up my napkin, picked up my drink. I was about to just walk away. The bartender grabbed my hand. She said, wait a minute. And the manager had to come over and say, what's going on? You motherfucking weirdos in here looking at my face. And he said, what? I don't understand. It was just incoherent, unnecessary bullshit. He was like, huh? What? Who's looking at you? Look, what? I said, okay, man. How can we help you? You can't help me. And now she starts beefing with the manager. He said, I can't help you. So what? You need a drink or you what? I don't understand. I can't control who looks at you. What? You know what, ma'am? Have a good night. Security ain't escorted out. And she was beefing the whole time out. And she was walking with a limp. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Hip hop. Bitch, niggas in there. I thought, oh, that bitch was crazy. When she walked out, that white chick came up to me, the bartender, and she was mad cool. Gave me 2 free drinks, and she was like, what kind of Coke is she on? I need to know where she bought it so I don't get any. She had me dying. She was cool as fuck, too. Her name was Sarah. Sarah. Smile. 2 free drinks. A great conversation. Brightened my whole night up. And when I left her a nice tip and money tip, not the tip of my dick. And I left, and I ain't been back there. I don't even think shit. You know, honestly, I don't even remember where the fuck I was. Sometimes I just drive in Manhattan. I'll just be driving, and I just park the car. It was a nice night. And I just walking around. I said, let me stop in here. All places I found the one place where the crazy nigga bitch was. Come on, man. Conduct, y'all. I didn't get off my square. I just stared at her like, wow. Now, I could have turned up, but then we'd have been both wrong. No, I'd have been wrong because I'm the man. Because no chick can outscream me. Believe me. No chick can outscream me. You turn up. Y'all watch, y'all read comics? Black Bolt, the Inhuman, Marvel Comics. He might show up in the Marvel Universe, somewhere. But you know what his power is? His voice. He don't talk because when he talks, he'll fucking collapse a building. No woman can outscream me. That's why I don't scream. Because trust me, it's happened before. It's happened before. They turn it up in the street, and then when I've had enough, oh, the whole block is like, What's about to happen? Nothing. You'd have thought I hit her, because when I got done barking on her, it turned into a fucking chihuahua. No, you wanted to scream and you want to shout and shit. You're not gonna outshout me. I just did it to show her. You was screaming in the street, making a scene. Oh my God, look at what she's saying. And then the minute I turn around, everyone stop. What's next? What? You'd have thought I hit her. Because when I got done, she was standing there like this. That was just in my voice. Shut up. Shut up. Don't play with me. That's right, Butterly. It gets too real. When they get that reaction, and I never put it out there like that. I was nice and calm and smiling, and she was just, oh, you know what the fuck? And she pushed my buttons. I said, okay, she wants to see me get mad. Let me show her. She turning up in the street and turning up, and I was like, yep. There's about 30 people on the block. Watch this. No, you fucking bitch, what the fuck is wrong? Veins coming out my neck. And she took a step back and was like, you ever scared your child? They doing something? You're like, hey! And yeah, that was her. Had one foot up off the ground like this. Word, hen dog, that Halo was bad. Yeah, the Inhuman series, that was fucked up. And I don't like how they made the brother the motherfucker with the horse legs. I didn't like that shit. In the comic books, that's a white guy, man. I said, why they put the brother with the horse goddamn legs? Damn it. Him, of all people. And he died. And they had to bring him back. So now he's like not right. I was like, man, that's bullshit. Whatever. They cut Medusa's hair, and I heard the reason why they cut her hair in the series is because they didn't have enough money to do the special effects with her hair in the series. But if they bring them back, I hope they do it right. Because they got the multiverse thing. They could recover the series, but goddamn. Picasso says, I was with a girl in the store and she acted like she was having anxiety issues, just talking major shit at self-checkout. I pointed my finger at and told her to go in the car. She stopped talking and moved. Thank you. They know. A lot of them, they like children. Y'all know, listen, you think back when you was younger and you fucking around in the store in the backseat of the car and your mom or your dad turn around and give you the look like, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. I've been in those situations where I'm trying to do something and shorty in my ear, and thank God that everything I tell you about, my wife has never done. That's why she got the ring. But I've had enough experience. And I'm trying to do something and you can't ask me to do something and then tell me how to do it while I'm doing it. Because if you know how to do it, you'd fucking do it. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to, it's like a fucking gnat. You can't, what? I'm like, I just stop and I stare at her like, okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think you should do that. God damn. Conduct, y'all. Never let them see you sweat. Popeye, olive oil, Bluto. Don't be Bluto, don't be Popeye. It's not worth it. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm saying tomorrow we're gonna talk, tomorrow morning we're gonna talk about Arrow versus Bud. No, not Arrow versus Bud. I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna talk about Arrow versus Ugas. I wanna know what y'all think. You know what I mean? And we might be back here tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet.
But fellas, this was a very important. Like and share this video. This was a very, very important conversation because it needs to be had. Never let them see you sweat, man. We are in control of our own conduct. There's more black and brown men in jail over bullshit that's surrounding a woman. And we got to be better than that. We control our own narrative. From this Dunkin' Donuts incident to Will Smith jumping on stage and smacking Chris Rock. We are in control. And notice what was surrounding those scenarios? A fucking woman. We control our own narrative. We got to be better. We got to rise above it. Okay? And this is why you got brothers going to other countries and dealing with women that are obedient, that are not out of line, that know their place. And that's not a chauvinistic statement. If her place is helping the household be maintained, then our place as men is to make sure the household is strong and paid for, and make sure that she's well taken care of. Make sure that her needs are met. You're providing, and she's nurturing and taking care. You provide, and she nurtures. You hunt, you cook. Can you imagine if we lived in the wild and you hunted and killed the deer, and then while you killing the deer, you got to fight off the wolves? Like, oh shit, I just killed the deer. Now I got to stab off the wolf. And then you come back and you all scarred up. One wolf still is hanging on by your ass cheek. And you're like, oh God. Oh, honey, there's a wolf on your ass. Could you give me the gun, please? Pop. I'll make a coat of that later. Oh my God, I need stitches. Oh God. Okay, but we got the deer. I need you to gut it and feed the kids because we ain't eating 3 days. Oh, nigga. Why don't you do that? I just mopped the floor. I'm not feeling well. I'm on my cycle. You can't help me with that? You got bite marks and shit. Bitch, I need a hospital, but we live off the grid. I got to take what little alcohol I have left. I have to get a needle and thread to sew this shit up. I just slayed this buck, and I fought off 4 wolves. One was still biting me in the goddamn ass, and you telling me to do it? That's what it's like now. How about this? Do it yourself. Because I can live on my own. I just shot the deer, or I just killed it with a knife, and I just fought off some wolves and made it home. Those wolves would have ate you and that fucking deer that I killed. Do it yourself. Then tell me you don't need no fucking man. Fuck out of here. Imagine that shit. This whole shit is out of order. Crazy. That's my time, y'all. Much love and appreciation. This is the Painful Excellence Podcast. Share this video. I'll see y'all in the morning. We might be back here tomorrow night. Much love, y'all.
love.